Hey everybody, Jennifer from Squizito Tasting Room here, coming to you from my home. I'm gonna make pasta salad for you today. It's a really simple recipe, so let's get started. So the first thing that you need to do, of course, is get out all your ingredients. And the things that I absolutely have to have are the marinated olives. And of course, for any pasta salad, I think you really have to have olives. Olives and tomatoes, and then you can add any other vegetables you like. I think it's just a matter of preference as far as vegetables go. But for me, I like to add, especially this time of year, it's June and the zucchini and squash are really coming off right now and tomatoes are just really starting really well. So I think zucchini and squash, cucumbers and tomatoes in a pasta salad with the olives. And then if you like to add some mozzarella cheese, you can. But I think that makes a really, really great pasta salad. That's just me though. But anyway, I'm gonna start some water boiling. Well, I've already got it boiling, but I'm gonna add some salt to it because you really need to add some salt to your pasta water. And the pasta that I like to use is this Italian pasta from our store. You can get it online or in store, and it's Trottole Tricolore. And there's 6 cups of dry pasta in the full bag. I've used half of this bag in the pasta salad that I made before. So I'm gonna use the rest of this bag, and it's gonna make a ton. So it looks like little bitty spirals, but they really swell up, and they make this is gonna make a humongous bowl of pasta salad. So I don't even know how many servings it is total. I've not ever really measured it, but it's a big bowl, and I'll show you whenever we get done. But anyway, my water is about to start boiling, so I'll put that in a minute, and I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic oil to the water just because I think it makes it taste good. And I would like to say in the beginning that I'm not a chef, just a cook. I just learned this cooking at home, and I don't think I'm anything special. I think anybody can do this. I really don't like to measure anything. This recipe I made last weekend at my cousin's house, and everybody loved it, and so they wanted the recipe, and I was like, I don't have a recipe. So I had to create the recipe, and it took me about 2.5 hours to create the recipe. It only took me 15 minutes to make it the first time. And then when I had to really actually create the recipe, it took me about 2.5 hours. So that's very stressful for me. So anyway, any recipe that I ever post, you'll know that it takes me a long, long time to make a recipe because I'm one that's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and taste it, and whenever I like the way it tastes, I'm done. So it's kind of hard for me to make a recipe. Anyway, so like I said, zucchini and squash and cucumber. I'm not gonna make y'all watch me chop that up. And then the tomatoes, I like the cherry tomatoes, and I'm gonna have those. And the items that you're gonna need, which I'll put the recipe in the comments, but we're gonna need the garlic olive oil, peach balsamic, champagne wine vinegar, and red wine vinegar. 2 more things that make it really, really good are the Napa Valley pepper and the Tuscany bread dipping seasoning. And I think the marinated Sicilian village olives are, I mean, I don't think you can make it without it, really. It tastes so good. They're so good. And then I also add stuffed olives. And my favorite stuffed olives to add are either the lemon or the almond stuffed. So that's my 2 favorites for the pasta salad. The lemon stuffed olives are my favorite. They're really good. So that's the rest of that bag of the Trottole Tricolore. It's Trottole. I guess that's how you say it, Trottole. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna get these vegetables chopped and then get the pasta out after it finishes. I'm gonna cook it for about 6 minutes. I probably need to set the timer for that so I don't forget, because you don't wanna overcook your pasta for pasta salad. It will be mushy. So I like to stop it a little bit early. So I'm going to chop the vegetables and then show you how to put it all together and show you how to make the dressing in just a few minutes when I come back. Okay, so I'm back after chopping the vegetables, and I chopped up zucchini, squash, tomatoes, and cucumbers because I think that's really great in a pasta salad, like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here so I can use this cup to mix up the dressing. So I don't know if I said this before, but I don't usually have recipes, so it's really uncomfortable for me to do recipes, but I'm gonna do it for y'all. So 4 tablespoons of garlic olive oil. And this is how I do. And because it doesn't have to be exact, I don't even stop in between pouring. And then the peach balsamic is gonna give it a lot of sweetness. So 1 3/4 tablespoon of peach balsamic. You're not really gonna taste the peach in it. And it gives it a great flavor though. It has a hint of peach, but it gives it a great flavor. My pasta's cooking. I should already have these lids off, but I don't. Okay, and so then the red wine vinegar, I'm doing champagne vinegar first, and it only calls for 20 ml. So that is about tablespoon, 20 milliliters. I'm gonna put this recipe in the comments, okay? So, but in case you're wondering, the little bitty bottles of olive oil, let me see. Okay, I've got one that we sell. So the 60 ml bottles, that is exactly 4 tablespoons. So if you wanted to get this to make the recipe, you could definitely make this recipe with the 1 bottle of the garlic olive oil. That would, and then you're going to use 4 tablespoons of red wine vinegar as well. So you would use the whole little bottle of red wine vinegar too. So how many was that? 2, 3. I told you I don't use recipes, so it's hard for me. I have some friends, you know who you are if you watch this video, that only measure and only like have to have a recipe to make stuff, and it just stresses me out. So so it's really funny to me to be sitting here doing all this. Plus I think it dirties up way more dishes than I ever really need. So then the Tuscany bread dipping seasoning, we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon. And see, look, this is so hard. Like, how do you really do this? Okay, so you do it like that and you catch some in your hand and then the rest of it in the spoon. That's how you do it. So a 1/2 teaspoon, but I don't think I got all of it. There's my pasta water done. Let me make sure it looks done enough. Yes, it does look done enough. Okay, so I'm going to take the pasta off and I'm going to rinse it in the sink. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back and I rinsed the pasta in the sink with cold water and that'll stop it from cooking. Another thing I like to add is the Napa Valley pepper, and this is I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna go ahead and add it here. You can add it later on, but this is something that I decided to add afterwards, and I just love it. So I'm gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of it as well. Most of it's on my hand, but anyway. And so then you just whisk. It's so simple. So you add the pasta, the vegetables, the dressing, and of course it's good to let it sit overnight. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I made this yesterday and we ate it for dinner last night and we ate it immediately. The olives, almond stuffed olives, they're so good. These olives right here, okay, so I have this mixed up. I'm gonna whisk it some more in a minute, but these olives, Sicilian village olives, there are some green olives in here and some Kalamata olives. And so I'm going to, what I noticed last night when I made that pasta salad was that I should have chopped up some of them because the saltiness of the olives, you like to have some in every single bite. So I was thinking, oh, I'll chop up some of these and put the almond stuffed olives in there whole. And that way you can have some in every bite, like a little bit of olive in every bite, which, I'm sure you already know that. But last night I put them in whole, and it's great, except for that you get a big old olive in one bite, and then sometimes the other bite you don't get any olive. So I like to have some olive in every bite. And so I'm just going to chop them a little bit and then add them to the bowl. I'm going to bring the bowl over here. That'd be smarter. A lot of times I just sling it across the kitchen. Then you have to clean up all your mess. Okay, now I have olives all over my hand. And I'm going to wash this off. And then I'm going to get the pasta from the other sink. And see how I was talking about? It gets really big. I mean, those little noodles get huge. They are, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm dripping on the floor. Let me drain it a little bit more. Okay. So there's the pasta. This is really so easy. I might even add some more of that Napa Valley pepper at the end. Oh, I forgot the basil. I forgot to chop up the basil. I'm great at this. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's gonna be enough, but it really is, I promise. So, where's my spoon? There it is. I knew I had one. So, I don't know if you can see, you just toss it. So simple. And then, of course, you can taste it and see if it needs more salt. I like more salt. You know what? I was supposed to put salt in the dressing, and I forgot. That's on the recipe, and I told you I'm not good at following recipes, even if they're my own. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Probably would have been better to add to the dressing, but I'm gonna add some now, and it'll all get mixed up, especially because I'm gonna let this sit. And I'm gonna add some more Napa Valley pepper because we really like pepper in our family. And the Napa Valley pepper has like citrus. It has, let me tell you, black pepper, roasted garlic, orange zest, lemon peel, and toasted onion. This is great, and it's really good on fish too. I've been using it a lot on fish. So it gives it just a little bit of brightness. You can do a little bit of a squeeze of lemon in this too. I have some lemons over there. But now I'm gonna grab my basil. And also I've got some mozzarella cheese here. These are like little cheese balls. I'm gonna add that to it and toss it around. You don't wanna toss it too much because of course your noodles will break. That's tossed up, and I'm gonna add the basil. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I went out to the garden and grabbed some fresh basil. I got about 6 or 8 leaves. My basil's starting to bolt. So I don't have very much, but I've got a new one planted, so that's good. It's coming up, and so hopefully we'll have some more fresh basil soon. But anyway, so you add the basil, stir it up, and pretty much you're done. I mean, you can let it sit overnight. Tastes good, but tastes great now too. So that's it, and I'm going to turn it up. So you can see. Try not to pour it out. It's a really pretty salad. Let me grab a bowl. I've got one right here. I'm gonna put some in it, and I'm gonna bring it around there. You're all the way across the island from me, so I'm gonna bring it all the way over there and hold it in front of the camera because it's really good. And I took a picture of it last night after I made it, and I'll post that picture too. And look, I have a cute little piece of basil to go on top. Here I come, I'm coming around. And you can see, it's beautiful. It's a really pretty salad. So I'm going back around, and I really appreciate you watching. I really want to start making more of these videos. I like to talk to people, and so this is a good way for me just to talk to a bunch of people at one time. And I like to cook too. So I really hope to have some friends over sometime, and we can talk together and have some more, make some more videos and cook a lot and everything, and get to tell you more about our products. But today I just wanted to show you how to make a simple pasta salad. You can use it for 4th of July coming up, or any get together, or just make it for any side for any supper that you're gonna have. So anyway, I really appreciate y'all watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye. So I'm back again. I don't know if I mentioned or not that I am new to making videos. So I didn't even think to mention that you can purchase all of our products in our stores. We have 3 right now, 3 locations. The main location is in Cabot, and it is at 2051 West Main Street, and it's next to Brick Oven and Tropical Smoothie. And we have another location in Cabot, and it is inside Nutrition World, 1101 South Pine I believe is the address. It's on South Pine. You can Google Nutrition World. But anyway, our third location is in Searcy, and it is inside the Natural Food Store. It's 500 South Main Street in Searcy, and you can also order our products online. So www.squizitotastingroom.com. It's SQUIZITO tastingroom.com. You can get all these products online. So hopefully I'll get better at these videos in the future, and I'll remember to add that before I end the video. But until next time, have a great day. See ya.